Sallie, if you would share with me how you met your husband and how long you were married, and just tell me a little bit about your marriage, early marriage.
Okay. I met my husband. I was a secretary, and he was the CEO of the company. And by working together, we started dating and so on and so forth. We ended up moving to California together. We were here a couple of years before we actually got married. And we've been married, or we're married 13 years.
And how long have you been divorced?
A little over 7.
Okay. And what happened with your relationship?
Well, the reason I was told that we were getting a divorce is because I was no longer a trophy wife, that I had gained too much weight. But I know there was more to that. And I did gain weight. I actually did. But I think I was more of an embarrassment as opposed to a trophy.
And so when he told you that, what did that feel like to you?
Oh, I was devastated. I mean, I knew it was, again, we all kind of know it's going to happen. But when it did happen, it just tore me apart. I can't say I was blindsided, but at that moment, yeah, I didn't really expect it. I thought we did go to therapy, we did try to work it out, but he even said that in front of my therapist. She's not a trophy wife anymore. And so when he said that in front of a stranger, I knew he was serious.
And was he looking for a trophy wife? Did he find a trophy wife?
He said one of the reasons that he would like the divorce is because he wanted to date other people, and he would rather do that divorced than cheat on me. So I respected that.
And he was a CEO, and you were a secretary.
Mm-hmm.
And did you work throughout your relationship?
Yes, we worked together several years, and then when we moved here to California, I didn't work. I actually went back to college, and I got my associate's degree. And he opened his own little company, and now he's with a company that he owns, so he's doing well.
And what kind of work did he do?
He's a CPA.
And when it came to divorce, how did you end up dividing assets? What were you told?
See, that's where I wish I would have met you, this whole group. I didn't know what to do. I trusted everything he said. I mean, he is a financial expert. He truly is. And I'm not. And I loved him, and I trusted what he told me. And when I go back now, I have questions, and I wish I would have gotten financial advice when we filed for divorce. I understand now that I can go back, and if I have questions about certain things, that I may be able to bring up different issues. So that made me feel better too.
So tell me what he told you and what you believed and what you know differently now.
Well, he told me that, we would split everything 50-50. But he also told me that it would be cheaper if we shared the same attorney, but eventually we didn't. He also said that I should trust what the settlement is, otherwise I might get nothing. He would file bankruptcy if I wanted to make a big deal out of something. So, being here in California, no family, few friends, I just didn't want to risk that. And I knew he would take care of me, but I don't know as to if it should have been more, if it could have been a lot more. And we're still friends today, but I have questions, a lot of questions that I hopefully will have resolved in the future.
So what is your standard of living today? What's today like for you, and what's his standard of living like?
Before my divorce, I lived in a 3,400 square foot house. Now I live in a 1,300 square foot house. No swimming pool, which I miss very much. But it's my home in my name, and my dog and I love that house more than all the space in the world.
And how has your ex-husband's financial life changed?
I think he's doing very well. And I don't know that for a fact, but I'm assuming so, just based on what I see.
Mm-hmm. And did you receive any spousal support?
I did, for half of our married life, which was 6 years.
Okay.
And so that really did help.
Okay.
Absolutely.
And tell me about when you attended Second Saturday, what did it feel like in the room? Just tell me you were coming in, you've been divorced now, but what does Second Saturday feel like? What does it feel like to be in that group and hear people's stories?
It is fantastic. I went with my friend Karen, and I really didn't know what to expect. What I liked was there a variety of people there. I mean, I felt really comfortable. I could have come in blue jeans and felt comfortable. I could have come in all dressed up and felt comfortable. The information that was given was unreal. I didn't even know some of these places existed. I mean, they're willing to help you with financial, just having women talk to you, and even between the breaks, I could talk to women. And it was just like, my story is no different than theirs. We were all hurt. And in my case, I hate to use the word bully, but I think I was bullied into doing the right things. I never voiced my opinion. I've always been laid back, quiet, didn't want to upset my family when I was younger. Catholic school, you didn't upset anyone. And then marriage, the same thing. It was like I did what I was told to do when I was told to do it. I didn't want to make waves. I didn't want people mad at me or hurt. So I just kind of did what was, quote, expected of me. And sometimes that's not what I wanted to do, but it kept peace.
So tell me again what being bullied in your relationship meant to you. How do you define that?
It was doing things that I would prefer.
Can you just start out saying I felt like I was bullied? Yeah.
Being bullied was like being made to do things that I did not want to do at that time. And again, only I can make that choice. But by doing it, by making everybody else happy, that was what I did. But inside, I wasn't the happy one. Now, I find out that it's hard for me to do things because I'm always waiting for someone to tell me what to do. And now that there's no one here to tell me what to do, I'm like, now what do I do? So it's a whole new way of looking at things now. And I don't feel frightened if I make a mistake. I know it, but I won't do it again. But at least I have that opportunity to make that mistake. And with the Second Saturday, it just gave me a new lease on life. I mean, I know other people have been through this, but if I can be a voice after 7 years of being divorced, I would like to do that. I would even like to volunteer my time, meet with people, just let them know that there is life after divorce, and sometimes it's much happier. I have 2 beautiful children and 4 beautiful grandchildren, and they're my life. And my dog. I love my dog, and I'll volunteer and walk dogs and things like that just for my inner peace. But I think life has gotten so much better for me. I'm not depressed like I was. I'm not scared. I'm scared a little bit about the future as far as finances and that, but I know I can make it work because it's up to me. I don't have to depend on anyone. I don't have to say or do anything to make everybody else happy. I'm me, and I think I get better response. I feel better about myself, and I like being me. I've never been me for a long time.
That's wonderful. So tell me about, you attended Second Saturday after you were divorced.
Yes.
What would you have done differently if you had information at the time of your divorce, and then maybe share with us if I only knew? You know.
I think before the divorce and again, this is the internet. I do go on the internet with Google and Yelp and Angie's List. I trust in that is to get information. And if there was something like that on there about divorce, what to do, the Second Saturday, places that you can go to, I would have definitely gone. I felt so alone. Again, and my children were younger. I had no one, and I was embarrassed from when I worked. I didn't want the people at work to know what was going on. So you try to be happy, and then you go home and cry. I think it would have been nice to have someone to talk to, someone to relate to, someone to tell me you'll get through it. Just like a few stepping stones. So I really, really wish I would have had something like that in the past. I really do. It would have helped me out tremendously. If I knew then what I knew now, I would have taken more aggressive steps as far as my financial situation. I would have required more information. I would have not been afraid. I would have grabbed the bull by the horns, and if I get nothing, I get nothing. but at least I know I would have tried. And I think that's what Second Saturday has for you. They will help you take those steps. They will help you get the information. They will let you know how to go about doing that. And see, I didn't have any of that. So that's what they did. They told me there's doors to open, there's places to go, there are people that will help you. And that's what really made me appreciate your group. And again, if I want to become part of it, and if I can do that in any way, I really will, because you have made such a fantastic change in so many lives. And even though it's been 7 years, I'm still learning things because of you. So I want to thank you for that.
Oh, thank you very much. Is there anything else you want to share?
No, I just, there's life after divorce, and sometimes it's 100% better. And sometimes, it is 100% better once you let go of all the things that pulled you down. Once all those strings are cut, you're free. Someone told me one time that I was a butterfly who had her wings cut. And after the divorce, I got my wings back. And that made me feel good. Like they had to see it, and now I'm getting my wings back.